Hey everybody, this is your friend ECW fan, and this video is coming to you in my car after work. It's a special after work video. It's early morning. I decided to go ahead and shoot this because I want to get it out of the way, and I hate that flash. That flash is bright as hell. I don't know why this flash is like that. I don't know why, I can't have a normal phone, but it's just how it is. It's just bright. I'm gonna take my glasses off and try to shoot this. But anyhow, since I don't want the reflection of that in there. But yeah, it's after work, and I picked up a lot of good stuff at the pawn shop. I picked up 3 games and a bunch of movies, and man, I was really happy with the movies I picked up, man. And for February, this is starting February out. This is a really nice haul to start things out with. I picked up a bunch of good horror films, and Eddie will be surprised at one I picked up, because I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try this series out. And the first one, Eddie, I'm going to go ahead and start with it, is Insidious. I picked up Insidious, Eddie. Insidious. Yes, Insidious. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to try this series out. I know they're like on the 4th or 5th one, and I was joking around with Eddie on Facebook about that. And I was like, man, when did they put Darth Maul in these movies? Now, moving on, I picked up the 12 film Zombies set. No, let's see. I think it's Unbrained. I don't know what all kinds of movies is on there, but I liked it. 12 movie set. I'm trying to get this to do good. I'm trying to get the glare out of it, but yeah, you can see what I'm going through. But yeah, 12 movie set. Sticking with zombies, I picked up Dead Men Walking, a zombie film set in the prison. It reminded me of The Walking Dead of the prison years, the 2 prison seasons. So that's why I picked it up. That's what it reminded me of. It might be crap, but I mean, it's at a pawn shop. Another pawn shop movie I picked up was Flight of the Living Dead, and this was kind of cool. I thought Flight of the Living Dead was a pretty cool title. And yeah, this is kind of nice. Outbreak on a Plane. And the character looks like Sophie from The Walking Dead, actually. Yeah, that's kind of cool, ain't it? Sophie. I picked up the 8 horror movie collection. For $1, get it. I mean, there's movies called Blood Relic, Color from the Dark, The Club, Devil Dolls. I've never heard of Devil Dolls, but that sounds interesting. Neither World sounds kind of interesting. I've never heard of these movies. I've never heard of these titles. Maybe Eddie knows, but I went ahead and picked it up for $1. And that's all the horror movies I picked up. Those 2 collection sets and some zombie films, but we're going to go ahead and get on to a good Tom Hanks film that I never know he made. It was called Mazes and Monsters. I've never heard of this movie. I have no clue what this movie's about. I mean, it seems pretty interesting. Mazes and Monsters. Danger lurks between fantasy and reality. And I like the maze. I like the maze on the back of it. That's why I picked it up, because it was like, I said, I've never heard of this movie that Tom Hanks has made. I mean, I've seen The Burbs and Joe versus Volcano and all the classics that he's done, but this is a first for me. I've never heard of this movie. Now, I've heard of this one coming next. And this movie is kind of terrible for how bad it was, but it's become almost a classic for how terrible it was. And whenever people think of video game movies, this is one of the first ones. It's actually one that I'm going to put on my display shelf, on my video game shelf. It is Super Mario Brothers. And I thought this was kind of cool. I thought this was kind of interesting to get. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we'll see, Super Mario Brothers, baby. There's so many stories from this movie. I like Dennis Hopper decided not to care and just doing whatever he wanted. Because the script would change. They would hand him a script from what John Leguizamo would say in the trailer. And by the time they walked out to shoot, the script had done changed again. So it was like, what's the point in memorizing lines? I mean, and Dennis Hopper didn't care. I mean, he was a wild guy anyway. But the last movie I got, Eddie, and this is a fun season set, buddy. It's one that I picked up with you back in December, if you remember, late December. This is actually the series, Jackass. I'm trying to get that glare out of it. You can see a young Johnny Knoxville at the time. A young Johnny Knoxville who didn't care about ruining his body for the art of sport. And I went ahead and picked it up because I've got the movies now. I've got all three, that 7-disc set that you saw back in January. And I decided to go ahead and shoot this, for that reason. Go back to, getting some Will Smith, buddy. We're getting some big ECW fan style now. But yeah, Jackass is one of those silly things, and they're doing Jackass forever, and it shows them like Knoxville getting gored by a bull, and oh man, it looks silly as hell. Now, I made an achievement while I was at the flea market, I got the flea market on my mind. It's already February, and I like to take the flea market again. I really would, but it doesn't really kick in until April, and that's when the weather will get good. That's the first sign of the flea market really starting back. But this was at the Pawnshop. Now, I achieved my 350th PlayStation 3 game. This is number 350. And I took a month off from getting games. I was like, I'm not going to get no games. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm not going to get no games. So I walked in, and there was a couple new Xbox 360 games and some PlayStation 3. And I decided to pick up this game, and she had marked it down because it didn't have the case. It's Dragon Ball Xenoverse. And you can see it right there. I'm trying to get the glare out of it. Yeah, I got to get a case for it, but hey, pick it up. I mean, it's so marked down. One Pawnshop wanted $20 to $25 for it. I remember, and I was like, man, that's way too high. Now, that's the only PlayStation 3 game I picked up. I was like, damn it. But it is what it is. You can't find PlayStation 3 games all the time. And getting number 350 was a nice little mark for this video. So, yeah. But I did pick up some Xbox 360 games. And one of the games I picked up was Eat Lead, the return of Mac Hazard, which was kind of, I just picked it up because I like that. I like that Eat Lead title, Eat Lead. Eat Lead, return of Mac Hazard. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like to get that glare out of that, but I just can't get it. I mean, it's just like, I got to get a new camera this year, hopefully. I'm going to see about getting one. And the last game I picked up, the last thing I picked up from these pawn shops was Left 4 Dead 2, which I think this was a better copy than the one I got. And the guy marked it way down. He just gave it to me, basically, with some movies and stuff. And I thanked him for that. So, Left 4 Dead 2, this got the book with it, so I've got to decide which copy is better, mine or this, and I picked both of them up for like basically the same price. So one of these will be trade bait, one of these will be used to trade with. So we'll see. But that's about it. That's about it. It's been slow. Like I said, I didn't really do much in January. I took it easy. I didn't really go to pawn shops or flea markets or anything. I was like, man, just take it easy. And I did, what I picked up in January was pretty nice, over the month, but nothing major like this to start February off with. So, yeah, got a nice little haul for February. Plus, like I said, my 350th PlayStation 3 game. Number 350. Yes, it's going to be my achievement. But thanks for watching, and until next time, folks, keep on playing and keep on watching. And if you like the channel, like and subscribe if you want. Never do push that. It's up to you. But I'm gonna go play eat lead and some Left 4 Dead, buddy. Eat lead and Left 4 Dead.